Hey guys, welcome back to Solution Station. Today we're diving into something that's kinda crazy, kinda genius, and honestly a little spooky, how ChatGPT actually works. Like, how does this thing you're always using actually give you full-blown answers, essays, jokes, advice, and sometimes even life wisdom? Let's break it down like you're five. No tech degree required, I promise. So first things first, what is ChatGPT? It's an AI. Specifically, a chatbot built by a company called OpenAI. It uses something called a large language model, which sounds fancy, but think of it like this. Imagine a brain. But instead of thinking thoughts, this brain is made out of text, books, websites, Reddit threads, Wikipedia pages, movie scripts, random blogs, literally billions of words. It learned how humans talk, write, ask questions, tell stories, and even argue about pineapple on pizza. ChatGPT is based on a version of this big brain called GPT-4, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer 4. Sounds like a Marvel superhero, right? So when you ask, "Hey ChatGPT, explain quantum physics like I'm five," it doesn't actually know quantum physics like a human expert. What it does is, it predicts what words are likely to come next in a sentence, based on everything it's learned. Kinda like how you can guess someone's next sentence if they say, "I'm so hungry I could eat a," you're thinking horse, right? That's what ChatGPT does, but with way more skill. Okay, so now you might be wondering, how does it learn? Like, who teaches it? Short answer, the internet. Long answer, the internet, plus a lot of smart engineers and a truckload of math. It was trained using a technique called machine learning. Basically, it reads massive amounts of text, like way more than a human could read in a lifetime. And then it plays a game with itself. It tries to guess the next word in a sentence millions and millions of times. Every time it gets it right, yay. Every time it gets it wrong, it adjusts a little. Over time, it gets really good at predicting the right words, so good it feels like it's actually talking to you. It's kinda like if you watched 1,000 romantic comedies and then tried to write your own. You'd know exactly when the dramatic breakup happens, when the quirky best friend shows up, and when the couple makes up in the rain. That's what ChatGPT does, but for everything. Alright, let's say you type in, "What's the capital of France?" ChatGPT doesn't go to Google. It doesn't search the internet live. Instead, it digs into its memory, kind of like flipping through a massive mental encyclopedia that it built during training. And it says, "Oh, based on everything I've read, the capital of France is Paris." Boom. It's not thinking the way we think. It's just predicting words based on patterns it learned. And yeah, it gets scary good at it. Now, if you ask something more complex, like, why do people procrastinate? It pieces together answers from psychology articles, blog posts, and books it read during training. It creates an answer that sounds like it came from a real expert, and sometimes, honestly, it's more clear than an actual expert would be. Let's talk strengths and weaknesses real quick. What it's good at: explaining stuff clearly, summarizing big topics fast, giving ideas, writing drafts, solving math, even writing poems, talking to you like a helpful friend that never gets tired. But it's not perfect. What it's not so good at: it can hallucinate. That means make stuff up and say it confidently. Like, "Oh yes, Napoleon was 8 feet tall." Bruh, no. It doesn't really understand context like humans do. So sarcasm, jokes, or weird logic, sometimes it struggles. It can't browse the internet unless it's connected to real-time tools. So it's not always up to date. It's smart, but it's not wise. That's the difference. Nope. Zero emotions. Nada. Even though it sounds human, it's not feeling anything. No stress. No joy. Not even a craving for jollof rice. ChatGPT doesn't have a soul, personality, or desires. It's just running code, complex code, yes, but still just code. It reacts to input. It doesn't sit around daydreaming or worrying about the meaning of life. You can joke with it. You can argue with it. But it doesn't take anything personally. Let's be real. AI is powerful. It's changing everything: how we work, how we learn, even how we create content. But should you be scared of ChatGPT? Honestly, no. It's a tool, just like a calculator or a search engine. If you use it smartly, it can make your life so much easier. Write faster. Learn better. Even organize your thoughts. But don't rely on it blindly. Always double-check facts. Think for yourself. And remember, you are the one in control, not the machine. So yeah, that's how ChatGPT actually works. It's not magic. It's not alive. It's just an incredibly smart text predictor that's been trained on tons of data. But hey, when used right, it can be one of the most powerful tools in your digital toolbox. If you found this breakdown helpful, funny, or even a little weird, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who still thinks AI is plotting world domination. This is Solution Station. Catch you in the next video.
Peace.